Hey guys, Redneck Mini 14 here, and in this video we're going to talk about the Confederate Battle Flag, or more specifically, the battle flag of the Army of Northern Virginia. I think Tennessee also used the same kind of design, but that's where this flag really originates from. This flag itself never represented the Confederacy. This is, of course, a rectangular version. The actual battle flag was square, and then they made the rectangular version, which is this, which they use as their naval jack. But anyway, the square version of this flag was used in several flags: the Mississippi flag, the Georgia flag, the second and third national flags of the Confederacy. And then it was also incorporated into several other state battle flags as well. Well, I mean, you can buy flags on like Confederate wholesale websites that are like half the Alabama flag and half the battle flag, and with several different states. Anyway, so this video is basically about the flag itself and what it represents. This is not my political opinions of the flag. That's going to be saved for another video. Anyway, so again, this flag, like many other flags for the United States, is red, white, and blue. I've heard several different variations of what this flag actually represents. By the way, this flag does not represent slavery. It does not represent racism or hate or any of that. It is simply a flag used in battle. It's basically just a flag used on the battlefield. But it does have some meaning behind it. So it has some religious meaning behind it, as well as some... It means secession, but it has some religious meaning behind it as well. So the red, I've heard, stands for the blood of Christ. The X is actually the St. Andrew's cross, just in the shape of an X, which is another religious symbol. The stars, I've heard two different theories. I've heard that the stars represent the 13 Confederate states, or the 13 states that fought for the Confederacy. Or they also could mean the 13 original colonies, depending on how you look at it. So, one way that I've heard it is that the X is just kind of a universal symbol for no more, like, exit out. And so the stars, if the stars represent the original 13 colonies, then it means that the X is laid on top of the stars, with the stars actually shining through, because, I mean, without the stars you wouldn't really know. So basically it's Xing out the original 13 colonies and saying we want to get away from the government that has erupted from the original 13 colonies. And so that kind of makes the most sense to me. There are other theories on what the flag actually stands for. And of course the other one means that the 13 states of the Confederacy. I guess you could say that the original 13 colony stars are underneath the X, while the 13 states of the Confederacy stars are on top of the X, saying that the 13 Confederate states are saying we want to get away from the 13 colonies, or what was originally 13 colonies. Anyway, that kind of makes a lot of sense. I mean, there's a whole lot of different reasons and theories on why the Confederacy seceded from the Union. Yeah, slavery was an issue, but there were other things also, like taxation and things like that. So anyway, that whole controversy, discussion, that's for a different video. So anyway, that's the Confederate battle flag, is what I'm going to call it. It's also called the Southern Cross, or I think there's some other names for it. It is not called the Stars and Bars. The Stars and Bars is actually the first national Confederate flag, which kind of looked like the American flag. But, you know, this is, of course, the battle flag. And it is the most well-known flag of all of the Confederate flags. So, anyway, I decided to buy one because everyone wants to ban it. I actually ordered several from several different companies, and this is the only one that showed up so far. But I ordered one. I think people should be able to have the Confederate battle flag, and they should be able to fly it without being accused of being racist, because most people who fly the flag are not racist. But anyway, I'll leave it at that, and I'll do a different video on that. So, subscribe to my channel, like me on Facebook. I'm Redneck Mini 14, and until next time, be safe.